Welcome back to Action Figure Wrestling. Before we get started, I'm up to 423 25 subscribers. Help me get up to 500 so I can get monetized, so I can bring you more videos like this. You can afford to buy more stuff to do videos like this. Now, before we get on with today's show, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to Action Figure Wrestling Blue Empire. I'm Tony Schiavone, and with me as always is my man, my broadcast partner and friend, Ted DiBiase. Now Ted, we got an exciting show today. We got a person who renewed his contract and two new additions to the roster making debuts today. Yeah, that's right. And we're going back to that old rule where you have to win a match in order to make it onto the roster. Let's take a look at that. We even got our audience back today. That's right. That's right. We're bringing our audience back. You know, there's only one more episode of Blue Empire before the biggest event of the year, WrestlePalooza. That's right. This is our third video before WrestlePalooza. So let's send it to our ring announcer. Ladies and gentlemen, your first match of the evening is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Action Figure Wrestling Cruiserweight Championship. Introducing first, your referee, Brian Hebner. And introducing your Cruiserweight Champion, representing the Hart family, Davey Boy Smith Jr. Davey Boy Smith Jr. And there's the Cruiserweight title belt. And his opponent, representing the X-Men and Marvel Comics, Morph. Morph. Now, what is he going to do? One. One, two. Morph has the ability to change his shape and his appearance. See how David Boy Smith Jr. laid on his stomach to keep from getting pinned? 1, 2, 3, your winner. And still, Action Figure Wrestling Cruiserweight Champion, Davey Boy Smith Jr. I guess we know who's going to WrestlePalooza as Cruiserweight Champion. Your next match is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the Action Figure Wrestling Lucha Championship. Introducing first your referee, Mr. T. Now entering the ring, your Lucha champion, Batista. Batista's getting booed here because of the fact that, well, a lot of people feel like he turned his back on the wrestling community to go make money in Hollywood. And he just came back because he was bored. There's the Lucha Championship. And his opponent, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, a former Action Figure Wrestling World Champion. One. 1, 2. One, two, three, your winner and new Lucha champion, Kevin Owens. Which means the next match will become a triple threat match. Your next match is scheduled for one fall. It is for the Action Figure Wrestling Extreme Championship title. Introducing first your referee, Earl Hebner. And his opponent. Introducing the first opponent for this match, Batista. And introducing your Action Figure Wrestling Extreme Champion, representing the New Day, Big E. Langston. There's the Lucha Championship. Now, you said we have 3 debuts. Now, the current debut that we got coming in for this next match isn't really a debut. It's one of those people who just recently resigned, making his he never left, but he's making his debut under his new contract. And his opponent, representing the NBA Extreme Champion, and renewing his contract, Seth Rollins. So basically what we're going to be doing is these 2 titles will be combined into one. Seth Rollins is the NBA Extreme Champion. NBAW, you mean. 1. NBAW, yeah. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Batista has been eliminated. course, everybody's on pins and needles right now because we don't know where the family is or when they're going to pop up. One. One, two. Now remember, Seth Rollins, this version of Seth Rollins, has to win in order to get a contract. If not, he'll be a free agent. One, two, three, your winner. And still, Action Figure Wrestling Extreme Champion, Big E Langston. The next match is scheduled for one fall. It is for the Action Figure Wrestling Hardcore Championship. Introducing first your referee, Randy Owens. And his opponent. And introducing first your Action Figure Wrestling Hardcore Champion, the man they call Sting. There's the hardcore title. And representing AEW, Owen Hart. That's right, folks. Owen Hart is here in Action Figure Wrestling 1. He's been here for about a year, maybe a little longer. One, two. This is a good match. Of course, you got two of the best workers in the business in that ring right now, Sting and Owen Hart. It's going to come down to one, never which one can land a pinfall. 1, 2, 3, your winner and new hardcore champion, Owen Hart. The next match is scheduled for one fall. And it is now a triple threat match for the television championship. Introducing first your referee, Hunter Riddle. Introducing the first challenger, the man they call Sting. And introducing your television champion, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar and Sting, there's a television title, in itself would be a big match. And introducing their opponent, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Oh my, Dominic Mysterio finally has made it to Action Figure Wrestling. calls himself Dirty Dominique, or Dirty Dom. Rey Mysterio's little boy is here in action figure wrestling. Just like Seth Rollins, he has to win in order to get a contract. 1. Brock Lesnar just laughing. Brock Lesnar will just toy with his opponents. 1, 2. And that could come back to haunt Brock Lesnar. One, two, three. Sting has been eliminated. Dirty Dom just eliminated the icon Sting. Ooh. Brock's playing around too much now. One. Brock needs to quit playing and get this match over with. If he don't, Dominique could make him pay. Really? You think that little scrawny kid, 1, 2, could beat the great Brock Lesnar? If he does, I'll give you $1 million. Oh, so you're going to give me all your money? Because you are the $1 million man. I'll tell you what, I'll put $1,000 right here on the table. If Dirty Dom beats Brock Lesnar, it's all yours, Tony. One, two, three, your winner, and still television champion, Brock Lesnar. Told ya. That doesn't mean anything. Just because Dirty Dom didn't beat Brock Lesnar doesn't mean he didn't give Brock a run for his money. Brock was just toying with him. You know, one of these days, Brock does have a habit of toying with his opponents. Especially the ones he feels that aren't worth being in the ring with him. One of these days, Brock's going to toy with the wrong opponent. Is going to end up losing the match, and it's going to be all over for Brock. You're talking about the man who once beat Superman. A lot of people beat Superman. But he beat Superman with one, just didn't even. He beat him within minutes of the match starting. It wasn't like a long, drawn-out match like other people. Yeah, that's true. You did do that. That was a while back, and that was a different Brock than the Brock we saw here today. And that was a different Superman than the one we have on the roster right now. Dirty Dom. Doesn't like the fact that he lost that match, huh? The next match is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Jamaican Championship. Introducing first your referee, Brock Rhodes. And introducing first your Jamaican champion representing DC Comics and the Justice League, The Flash. This is a career versus belt match. There's the Lucha title. If this particular version of Cody Rhodes loses, he will leave action. That version will leave Action Figure Wrestling. Introducing, well, Cody Rhodes will retire that particular uniform. Let's put it that way. Yeah, he's retiring that particular uniform if he loses here. And his opponent, representing AEW, Cody Rhodes. So it's a must win for Cody, but not for the Flash. Exactly. 1. 1, 2. One, two, three, your winner, and still Jamaican champion, The Flash. Well, now there's an opening on the Action Figure Wrestling Blue Empire brand roster, an open spot. Maybe our third new debut can win and give us and make a spot. Maybe. And to those people back at home, taking a quick little break from the action to let you know, every year I have a certain style of figures that I try to work out so I can work new figures in. Because I got several different types of wrestling figures. And the LJN ones, which this Cody Rhodes is considered an LJN style, are the ones being worked out this time. get on with our show. The next match is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Action Figure Wrestling Australian Championship. Introducing your Australian champion, Miro. There's the Australian title. And his opponent. Well, and your referee, Kane Owens. And his opponent, representing Marvel Comics and the Avengers, the Falcon. He's going to get upset that we keep calling him the Falcon because he claims he's Captain America. But we still call him the Falcon because we know the real Captain is going to be coming back sooner or later. Will be coming sooner or later to Action Figure Wrestling. So the Falcon takes off his wings, then expand wings. One. And this is his debut too. It's good to see the Falcon back here in Action Figure Wrestling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember the new rule. You lose your title on a count out or even a disqualification. One, two. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, we've been negotiating some deals with DC, we're discussing deals with WWE, we're discussing, we got a tag team we're working on trying to sign up, and who knows, we might do it. Because he's holding on to the ropes, the referee couldn't count. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, and still Australian champion, Miro. Looks like the Falcon is 0-1 here in Action Figure Wrestling. And so far, the 3 guys that needed to win in order to get a deal have lost matches. The next match is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Action Figure Wrestling Mexican Championship. No, not Mexican. South American Championship. Introducing first your referee, John Hardy. Introducing your South American champion, representing the Bullet Club and AEW, Nick Jackson. There's the South American Championship title. And his opponent, Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona. A former world, I believe he's a former world champion, I can't remember. We do know he's been here for quite some time. 1-2. He was a surprise entrance in one of the Royal Rumbles. One, two, three. No, that's 1-2. Mr. Pinfall. Nick holding onto the rope so couldn't get the count. 1, 2, 3. You're a winner. And still, South American champion, Nick Jackson. I don't know how true this is, but I heard there's going to be a tag team scramble at WrestlePalooza. For the World Tag Team titles. The next match is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Action Figure Wrestling Mexican Championship. Introducing first your referee, Matt Cena. And introducing your reigning Mexican champion, representing the DC Universe, Deathstroke the Terminator. Or some people call him Slade. There's the Mexican title. And his opponent representing the NWA, Baron Von Ruski. Baron Von Ruski. 1. One, 2. One, 2, 3, your winner and new Mexican champion, Baron Von Ruski. The Baron Von Ruski. Just became Action Figure Wrestling Mexican champion. And now, the next match will be a fatal 3-way. The next match is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Action Figure Wrestling Canadian Championship. Introducing first your referee, Gerald Blue. Introducing the first challenger, Deathstroke, the Terminator, aka Slade Wilson. And his opponent, and introducing your reigning Canadian champion, representing FJB, and the face of Action Figure Wrestling's TikTok account, Fat Boy Chuck. It's good to see Fat Boy Chuck back in action tonight. There's the Canadian title. And introducing their opponent, representing AEW and the Bullet Club and the Elite, Kenny Omega. One. Now, Kenny Omega is a challenge in himself for this championship. Is a tough enough challenge for Fat Boy Chuck. Then you throw in Deathstroke, and you have twice the challenge. I don't think Deathstroke's as much of a challenge as Kenny Omega. 1, 2, 3, your Deathstroke has been eliminated. Like I said, I didn't think he had much of a chance. But now it's Kenny Omega, our main eventer. One. And if you would have told me years ago that we would see a single main event match with Fat Boy Chuck defending a championship on Blue Empire, I would have laughed at you. 1, 2. And at that, against Kenny Omega. Well, the odds are against Fat Boy Chuck at keeping his title here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoa, that was close. Kenny Omega almost lost on the count out. One, 2, 3, your winner and new Action Figure Wrestling Canadian Champion, Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega, the Canadian Champion, he's leaving. Fat Boy Chuck is kind of upset because there's no more matches tonight. He was the main event. The next title up isn't even being defended here tonight. That'll be defended on tomorrow's episode. Wait a minute. Look at this. It's Roman Reigns. And the Usos. What are they doing? Why are they targeting Fat Boy Chuck? Well, Fat Boy Chuck is an Action Figure Wrestling original. Super kick from Jimmy. Super kick from Jay. And a spear from Roman Reigns. Now I told you that the family is going to take over. We're only going after Action Figure Wrestling Originals and anyone else that stands in our way. Because we're taking over. My goodness. That's a shame. This is a travesty, and it needs to end. But join us next time for Red Alert.